why am I being put through this? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? What good can come out of this? People can focus on what they see, and what they see is the problem. And they cannot pay attention to what they cannot see. Yes, life comes with a lot of burdens, but Allah describes His words as relief from those burdens, as removing those burdens. Is with every difficulty comes ease. Difficulty, everybody knows what difficulty is. Maybe it's financial difficulty, health difficulty, maybe it's psychological difficulty, emotional difficulty, maybe your difficulty is sitting next to you right now, I don't know. Everybody has some kind of difficulty in life. But those difficulties are very well known. And it's very specific. You know exactly what the problem is. You know exactly what the problem is. But Allah says the ease is much bigger than the difficulty. It's broader than the difficulty. Everybody recognizes the problem, but not everybody will be able to recognize the solution. When Allah will give ease to you, you may not even see it as ease. Allah may bring relief to you, and you may not even recognize that Allah is bringing relief to you. And He will bring relief to you in ways that you know about, and then relief to you in ways that you didn't even think about, that you don't even know about, that's happening in the invisible world. That's happening in the ghaib. So, al-usr, inna ma'al usri, al-usr, the difficulty, meaning it's known, yusran. Yusra is nakira, it's not known. So it's a mystery to us, and that's an important thing, because a lot of times people can focus on what they see, and what they see is the problem. And they cannot pay attention to what they cannot see. And Allah is telling you and me that there's always an invisible ease that's coming our way. Sometimes things are a lot worse to us in our mind and in our thoughts and in our feelings than they actually are in reality. Some people start living in their head, and their problem starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it's out of control. And sometimes you have people in your life, the ones you talk to, instead of making the problem smaller, talking to them makes the problem even bigger. It just gets bigger and bigger. And so in your mind, sometimes the negative is way bigger than in reality. And the ease that Allah is bringing is actually right there, but you're too blind to see it because you're so engrossed in your imaginary view of the difficulty. Is that Allah did not say after difficulty, ease comes. He doesn't use the word after. He used the word with. Inna ma'a al-usri yusra. وَلَمْ يَقُلْ إِنَّ بَعْدَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. فَهُنَاكَ فَرْقٌ بَيْنَ كَلِمَةِ مَعَ وَبَيْنَ كَلِمَةِ بَعْدَ. There's a big difference between saying with difficulty, there is ease, and saying after difficulty, there is ease. There's a big difference. One difference is, maybe as you are going through a difficulty, that difficulty came with some other ease that you didn't even realize at the same time. Maybe as hard as this is, the alternative would have been much, much, much harder. Maybe one problem where one door closed was the only reason 5 other doors opened up. You see, that you didn't see it that way, but Allah Azza wa Jal designs sometimes that one problem actually creates 20 other solutions, countless other solutions. So this had to happen for those eases to come, for those eases to come. So this is part of Allah's design. We can't recognize it, but it's always there. In other words, my mindset is, yes, I'm going through this problem, but with this problem, Allah is creating ease in my life for sure, and I have to find where it is. The problem I can see, the solution I have to look and discover where it is. But every experience you and I have, that some of the most terrible experiences you and I will have in this life, where you will start asking yourself, why am I being put through this? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? What good can come out of this? Every one of those experiences has some ease, some relief, some good that comes with it that we are becoming blind to see. But Allah says it's there, it's right, it's not, you don't have to wait for it afterwards, it's right there at the same time. That's just how Allah made life. You have to go through tough experiences in order to experience relief. That's Allah's design. That's just what it is. Now, as soon as you hear all of that, you tell yourself, well, with difficulty comes ease, so I'm going through a tough time right now, so I guess ease is coming, I'm going to relax and wait for it to come. No, Allah is telling us something more profound. He's saying, you have to exhaust yourself through the difficulty, fight through the difficulty. You can't just sit back and say, Allah will bring ease. He promised He'll bring ease, so I'm just going to wait for that and cry until then. No. That's why He told the Prophet in the next ayah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, He says, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. Very powerful words. When you find yourself free, exhaust yourself. When you find yourself free, exhaust yourself. And what in the world does that have to do with ease and difficulty? Allah does not want you and me sitting idle. When we are in difficulty, Allah actually wants us to exhaust ourselves. You see, other people, when they find themselves in difficulty, they sit back and start giving up. They get depressed, they get anxious, they start quitting. They take a back seat. But the believer, because of these ayah, oh, you're in difficulty? Well, the moment you find yourself having free time of any kind, exhaust yourself. Put yourself to work. Make yourself productive.